The Chicago Bulls beat the Los Angeles Clippers 112-99. We're going to be looking at the key takeaways from tonight's win against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is your host, Rico Greenhowe, and you have found yourself on another episode of Bulls Digest. And so today, the Chicago Bulls take care of the Los Angeles Clippers on the road. And I must say, I'm pretty surprised considering that they looked so poor against the Portland Trailblazers. We also had Coby White, who was out, and also Ayo Dosunmu was out too. And so I think really the key takeaway from this game initially before we jump into the box score was just the huge third quarter from the Chicago Bulls as they outscore the Los Angeles Clippers 36-16. They also got off to a pretty good start too in the first quarter, 25-18. And so let's go ahead and jump into the box score and looking at some of the key takeaways from the game. And so let's start with Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine was definitely the MVP for the Chicago Bulls tonight. 35 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. He had a block and he was plus 20, 11 of 21 from the field, got to the free throw line, 5 of 12 from 3. And so, look, this was a little bit of a homecoming for Zach LaVine, who went to UCLA. And, man, he played extremely well for this team. And you could just tell, look, he took over in the third quarter. He was making just a lot of difficult shots and just making things happen out there for the Chicago Bulls. And so Zach LaVine certainly is the MVP of the night. And so next up, Vooch. And so Vooch, I think, played solid tonight. Really kind of struggled from shooting the ball from deep. He struggled in Portland as well, but still 14 points in this one, did have 8 rebounds. He had 4 assists and 3 steals, and he was plus 13. So the activity was there for Vooch. And, between LaVine and Vooch, these players continue to lead us. Next up, Josh Giddey. And so I think that Josh Giddey is definitely an MVP on the night tonight. And I love the way that he approached the game, too, because, it was really a disappointing game yesterday. He came out today, 18 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds. He had a block in this one. He also had a steal. He was plus 17. More importantly, he was 7 of 9 from the field. Just a lot more just comfortable for him tonight. And it was good to see him really start alongside of Lonzo Ball. And, I think that both of them really just ran the team well tonight. And then Josh Giddey played 40 minutes, so a good game for him. Next up, just giving Zoe his credit. So, excuse me, I think that Zoe coming in, starting in this game for a Chicago Bulls team that clearly was, undermanned, I guess, without Coby White and then Ayo. But still, with Zoe, 5 points. He had 3 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, played 26 minutes. So out there stuffing the stat sheet and just doing the little things for this team. Super impactful for us. And so it was good to see him out there in the starting lineup. With Patrick Williams, look, he goes back to being a single-digit scorer yet again. 8 points. He had 5 rebounds in this, 3 assists, a block. He was a plus 5, but 3 of 7 from the field in 26 minutes. Just the question marks around Patrick Williams. And so next up, just looking at some of the players and the contributions off the bench. And so you see that Jalen Smith, he had 4 points and 7 rebounds in this one. Dalen Terry, he had a point, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He was plus 10 for us. And then you see Julian Phillips, he had 4 and 6, so he got into the game at least more than he got in the game before. So he got 14 minutes for him. Modest Buzelis logs 13 minutes, 5 points, 4 rebounds. He had a steal, 2 blocks, and he was negative 11, but still got 13 minutes. And so I think just the key takeaway from the bench is just that with the fact that we didn't have Ayo and we didn't have Coby out there and we also didn't have Torrey Craig, I would have thought that we would have saw some more from Modest Buzelis. I thought we should have seen some more from Julian Phillips and Dalen Terry. And also, too, I forgot to mention that THT played very well. He had 18 points in this game, and so 6 of 15 from the field. Now, he was negative 10, but he did his thing as far as going out and scoring buckets. But still, he had 23 minutes off of the bench. And then you would think, too, just with where we are as a team, that some of these younger players would have got in. And so, it was an interesting story with just what happened with the bench and just the way the minutes kind of worked out in tonight's game. But nevertheless, the Chicago Bulls win the game. And so next up, let's go ahead and jump into just the key team box score stats. And so with the Bulls, they out-rebound the Clippers 54-40 in that, so that's a good sign. And then I think the most important stat out of the night was just the fact that the Chicago Bulls don't turn the basketball over as much, 12-10, so the Bulls just turn it over 12 times here. And then next up, as far as the fast breaks are concerned, the Clippers were out and running 19-12 there. They win in that total. And then the Clippers in the paint, 50-44 points in the paint for the Clippers. As far as the steals are concerned, 7-4 Bulls were active in the steals, 7-6 Clippers in block shots. And so you see that we had 25 assists, not bad. It was on 40.4% from the field, shooting 32.6% from three. The Clippers, you see that they shot 39.4% from the field and 21.4% from three. And so, like I said, at the start here, the Bulls just really had a good third quarter. Zach LaVine really had it going. I mean, he was, getting dunks. He was knocking down step back three-point shots and things like that. And it was just good to see, from Zach LaVine, who has just really come back and I think just really tossed out all the narratives that were out there in the offseason about him and just, his ability to go out there and really impact the team as far as winning is concerned. And so, look, it was good to see with that. And, one of the things that Casey Johnson talked about, too, on his show Fast Break was that with Zach LaVine, could he maybe get into the club of the 50-40-90 club, which is 50% from the field, I think 40% from three, and also 90% as far as shooting free throws are concerned. And so, hopefully Zach LaVine continues to push forward. I know that he did tie, I think, or pass Bob Love, if I'm not mistaken, for 30-point games at like 109, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, so still LaVine puts down some history here, really carried the Bulls. And so it was a good win. And look, with the way that the Bulls have really struggled, just coming into this game, it's good to see that they responded well. Now we'll see what happens as they get ready to head out to Golden State. That is going to be an interesting game because we know all the trade rumors that are kind of around the Chicago Bulls, one of those being surfacing with the Golden State Warriors and maybe the possibility of them going after Vooch. And so they're not going to have, I think, Draymond Green due to the calf strain. Should have Steph Curry out there. And it would be nice if the Chicago Bulls can go ahead and at least close out, this road trip and get a win. But let's see what happens. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this win for the Chicago Bulls. What is the key takeaway? Just want to thank everybody out there for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the content. It means a lot to us here at Bulls Digest as we try to reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the NBA season out there. And I just want to let you know about 66.8% of you that watch are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure that you go ahead and slam dunk on that subscribe button for us. And so, look, even though the Chicago Bulls get a very much needed win right now against the Los Angeles Clippers, still a long way to go. We still know that the rumors are going to continue to surface around this team, and it's just really got to lock in. So it was good to see that they responded well today. Hopefully they can, pull from this performance and move forward and build. So go Bulls, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.